Kayla. I'm a nurse here at the outpatient unit. How's your therapy going?
It's going pretty well. I've learned a lot from the people I've talked to, and I just learned a couple of new ways to cope, and so I'm feeling less down on myself.
That's good. So it seems like it's really helping.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Well, do you mind if we switch gears real quick and talk about your smoking habits?
I guess that's okay. That's not something I've thought about much since I've been more focused on my depression.
Okay. Um, have you ever considered, how much do you smoke a day, or when did you start? Can you tell me a little bit about those habits?
I started smoking probably like right when I got into high school, so I was about 14 at the time. And I just did it because a lot of my friends did it, and my dad was a really big smoker. So, that's what really got me started because I was used to it. And then I probably smoke about 2 packs a day now.
Okay. So it seems like you had a lot of influence in your life to push you in that direction to smoke.
Yeah, you could say so.
Okay. So you've been smoking for about 10 years now, since you are 24.
Yeah.
Would you say that you have increased how much you smoked, or has it stayed the same?
I would say it probably increased. Like, when I started, having my depression, I would smoke a lot more just because it was a way for me to escape my thoughts, and it just really brought a lot of ease when I would be able to go out to smoke.
Okay, so it seems like it was a coping mechanism for you to help you deal with things.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Do you mind if I offer you a little bit of advice? Would that be okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Well, I think it would be beneficial if you were able to cut back on your smoking. Um, I think it would be helpful for your health problems that you've been experiencing, and it just overall might be a little bit easier on courses of your life.
Yeah.
So what do you think would be some of the pros and cons of quitting?
I think a pro of quitting would be just like I've had a lot of shortness of breath lately with my asthma. It seems like it's been flaring up. I don't really know if that has to do with the smoking, but that would be a pro of quitting. I'd also get to see my niece since my brother doesn't let me be around her when I'm smoking, but I just have trouble not smoking for that long of a time. And then a con of quitting would probably just be like I'm nervous to go back into my depressive state, and that's just really a way I cope with my stress. And a lot of my friends smoke, so that's like a con. I wouldn't be able to participate with that because it's just like a big social part of my life now.
So it seems like you have a lot of different influences pulling you either way. You want to spend more time with your family, and that would be beneficial if you would be able to do that more if you quit. And it would also be beneficial to your health. But, well, what else I'm hearing is that it might be kind of hard for you socially because a lot of your friends smoke, and you use that as a way of interacting with them.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. What would you say are some pros and cons if you were to continue to smoke?
My dad died from lung cancer, so that might have been a lot to do with his smoking, and I'm just nervous since I'm only 24, and now I have this shortness of breath and asthma flare-ups, and, I think, that could just really help my health if I quit smoking, and like I said, I could see my niece more, and then a con of quitting would just, again, be, going back into my depression and just not being able to smoke with my friends or just have those couple minutes to escape what I'm doing to smoke a cigarette.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how important would you say it is for you to quit?
I'd say about a 5.
Okay. Why not higher or lower?
I wouldn't say higher because, like I said, it's not really something I've really cared about with, everything else that's been going on in my life. And, I wouldn't say lower because, I am nervous about how it has been affecting my health and just, how it's impacting my relationships with my family.
So you feel like a lot of it ends up going back to your family and you want to spend more time with them, like they're really important to you, but you also have other things on your mind that you feel are more important than quitting?
Yeah.
Okay. If you were to quit, what do you think would be some of your goals? Or even just cutting back if you feel like you couldn't quit?
Um, I mean, I'd like to just like reduce the amount I smoke and maybe just find new coping mechanisms, I think, and just like being around my family more.
So you get to, it all comes back to you getting to spend more time with your family.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is a very important thing from what it sounds like that you're saying, and that there's something that you really want to, something you want to increase.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think are some of the things that would make it kind of hard for you to quit?
I mean, like I said, I'm nervous about going back into my like depression, so that would make it hard. And I just think being around my friends that do smoke, it would be like a pretty big temptation, to just like not smoke while they're all outside having a smoke break.
So it would be hard to find other ways to interact with them.
Yeah.
Okay. What are some things that you could do to kind of help with that so you can still go out socially and be able to do things but not be tempted to smoke?
I mean, maybe just like I have a couple friends that don't smoke, so I mean, I could sit with them, or I guess I could just like try and find other ways to cope with like my stress, and yeah.
So what are some ways that you could do that and help with that stress?
I mean, maybe just like spending time with my niece, like I said, because like not only do I do that, or like I want to do that just to like help bring me out of like my depression, because I mean, I do enjoy spending a lot of time with her. But I also think I could maybe do other things, like it might be hard to exercise because of my shortness of breath. So I'm not really sure what else I could do.
Do you have any activities you like to enjoy, like art or reading or music?
Yeah, I really do enjoy reading.
Okay. So that might be something you could consider.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how do you think it would be cutting back? Do you think you could maybe cut back like a pack a day?
I don't know if I could do a whole pack a day, because I mean, I would only be able to smoke one, and like I've been smoking 2 packs for a long time now, so I feel like I would have a lot of trouble doing that.
Okay. So you think that might be a little bit too much right now with everything going on?
Yeah.
What do you think about possibly only smoking a pack and a half a day?
Yeah, like cutting back a half of a pack. Yeah, I guess I could probably do that. I mean, maybe if I see some of the benefits, like if I'm less short, like if I have less shortness of breath, maybe I would want to cut back more.
Okay. And if it's something you are interested in, you can always, there are other ways to help with cutting back and maybe possibly eventually quitting. You could talk to your doctor about medications. They have the patch. There's also gum that you can chew and things like that to help with the process.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really want to be on any more medication, so maybe I could try the gum. I would be interested in that possibly.
Okay. You said those support groups are helping you as far as your depression. Would you consider possibly going to a support group to stop smoking?
Yeah, I think that could definitely help, just being around people that are going through the same thing that I am.
So we've talked about some of the benefits of possibly quitting, as well as some of the like the cons of it, and you've weighed both those pros and cons. We've also talked about some of the things that you can do to kind of help with stepping back from how much you smoke, and you said that you would possibly only smoke a pack and a half and could use the gum to help supplement and eventually help you wean off of it. We also talked about different ways you can use to cope with your stress, different outlets that you can use. So using all this information, I've got a scale here, and on a scale of 1 to 10, how ready are you to quit smoking?
I would say about between a 6 and a 7.
Okay, and why not like an 8 or a 5?
I think just like talking today really made me notice how much smoking has like negatively impacted my life. So, and there's like a lot of other things I can do besides smoking to help me cope with my depression and stress. So, I think I just realize more like I could definitely live without it sometime.
Okay. So it seems like it's something you're growing more accustomed to wanting to do.
Mhm.
Okay. How confident are you in your ability to quit on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm still a little bit lower on that. I'd probably be around between a 5 and a 6 because I tried quitting in the past and it just hasn't been very successful. But I think maybe like with all these new coping ideas, I could probably have a better shot this time.
Okay. And you think you could use that past knowledge to kind of help supplement this time and
Yeah.
make it a little bit easier for you?
Yeah, I think that would definitely help me.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you talking to me about this. I know this is not always an easy subject.
Yeah, thank you.